5 events make up one of the most unique Olympic sports, the modern pentathlon. And in Samantha Murray, Great Britain has one of the favourites for the gold at Rio 2016.
I'm really indecisive. That's probably why I chose a sport that involves 5 sports, because I mean, I still now I'm thinking about what I want to be when I grow up, you know, but I can't make a decision really.
Growing up in Clitheroe in the English county of Lancashire, Samantha led an active childhood, competing in cross-country races and representing her local swimming club. With her grandparents owning a farm and a stable of ponies, Sam was also experimenting with riding from an early age. Without even knowing it, she had already laid the groundwork for becoming a modern pentathlete.
Nobody wakes up in the morning and thinks, right, I want to be a pentathlete. It's just such a random mix of sports. And I was also at a local swimming club in Clitheroe, and just at the club someone knew that I was horse riding and also running, and then he went up to my mum one evening and said, oh, I heard that Sam can ride. Do you think she'd like to have a go at shooting and fencing? Because, you know, if she did, then she could do a pentathlon and she could join our team.
And that's exactly what Sam did. Joining the local team took the youngster to competitions all around the country, and it was at her first competition where she decided that competing at the Olympics would be her ultimate goal.
There was this poster on the wall, and it was like a lady crossing a finish line. She looked really athletic, and she had crop top on and short shorts, and she looked in really good shape, and she kind of had her fist in the air and was smiling. And I went and collected my award for wherever I'd finished. I didn't win, but and I was like, oh, who's the lady on that poster? And the woman at the prize giving said she's called Dr. Steph Cook, and she won a gold medal 2 years ago at the Olympic Games in Sydney for this sport, for modern pentathlon. And then I kind of had a moment. I was like, wow, she's a doctor and she has a gold medal and she looks great.
In her late teens, Sam moved to the University of Bath to train at the Modern Pentathlon High Performance Centre and to study French and politics. With the home Olympics on the horizon in 2012, she left it to the last opportunity to qualify for the Games. Sam needed to finish on the podium at the 2012 World Championships, and claiming the bronze medal secured her selection. Great Britain has an incredible record in the modern pentathlon at the Olympics, having won a medal in the women's event at every game since 2000. Performance director Jan Bartu.
After the Olympic Games, when we look back at what she achieved, and we could see clearly her potential, I was first saying, you know, if you really get it right over the next 4 years, you can become absolute #1 and dominate the sport, because she's such a strong physical performer, and it's just the skill part which needs sort of more focus and balancing all elements of competition around. Yeah, I think she's now on the way.
I was a junior that became a senior and kind of progressed like this and was always trying to get better. And then with an Olympic medal and a World Championship medal, I was suddenly like an athlete, you know, that had achieved things. And I felt a kind of shift, a real change in how the competition viewed me. You know, suddenly it's like everyone wants to beat you, everyone's watching you, and if someone scores a hit against you in the fencing, then it's probably made their day.
After all the excitement of 2012, Sam had a comparatively quiet year in 2013. However, the following season, she finally got a taste of the top step of the podium when she won the World Championships in Warsaw. With another year of training and competition under her belt, the 26-year-old will be confident going into this year's Olympics.
She can be hard-headed. She likes to do stuff their way, which is understandable. It's not a bad thing as long as she will be able to benefit from long years in the sport. That experience and knowledge what it takes to win should be her strongest attributes on her journey to Rio.
Oh my goodness, honestly, it's one of those things that I'm like, ugh, It'd be like, I don't know, finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. For me, it feels like that, you know. I can't, obviously, yes, I would love for that to happen, but for now I'm just like, okay, what's important now? Like, what do I need to do today? What's missing in my performances? Where am I struggling at the moment in training? Like, am I going to be able to do this in competition? And I realised that before that massive thing at the end of the year, that I've actually got lots of steps to take, little steps that can accumulate to something really good at the end.
The training schedule for a modern pentathlete is effectively Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Yet for Samantha Murray, juggling her training for 5 different sports is more than just a day job.
I see my sport as a form of expression, and I think it's really good to be able to do something and let out your emotions, or like things that you might hold back, by something quite physical rather than having to speak, or something like some people might paint, but I like to run or like fence. So I think sometimes, like before I compete, I tell myself, like, if I'm nervous, like just go out there and express yourself, and that helps me feel like most connected to what I'm doing.